Welcome to the PopcornTalk Network, for the online broadcast network that features movie discussion, news, and interviews. Press 1.
Popcorn Talk. We talk movies.
From the Popcorn Talk Network, the online broadcast network for movie talk, and the schmoes know, this is Marvel Movie News, bringing you the most up-to-date discussion and commentary within the Marvel Universe.
Okay, now. Excelsior to you, our merry Marvelites. Welcome back to our 33rd show of the year, 2015, 52 in all. What is that face?
Just watching it.
We are the Marvel Movie News coming to you live from nowhere. We changed it from Danger Room because we moved. Actually, we're in Peter Parker's apartment today because we got the brick wall. Yeah, we're saying we're in Peter Parker's apartment. Except that I guess he moved to Los Angeles.
I had bold moves.
Yeah.
I mean, it was very. It's full in New York. There's a lot of heroes.
Yeah, lots of
heroes.
To do
a lot.
Yeah,
It's good move.
I always am like, people are worried like Spider-Man can come out here, he's got buildings. I'm like, well, he's got those palm trees he can get on, and then really get some distance.
True.
Bend those things
Leverage.
back, boom,
The weather.
Launch them across.
and you can't beat the weather.
Yeah. We're the Marvel Movie News, where we tell you all the news from all the studios and why you should be as excited as we are. Subscribe to us on iTunes at Marvel Movie News, or find us through the Popcorn Talk Network, YouTube/Popcorn Talk Network, or their website, PopcornTalkNetwork.com. Follow us on Twitter at Marvel News PTN, or on Facebook /Marvel News Show. Follow us, like us, comment, leave us questions. We do our best to get to them. And if you tweet a live link, or tweet a link to our live show with a message telling people that they should watch Marissa in the booth, we'll retweet you.
Whoa!
What a special little prize.
Did you mention they fixed the Facebook? Facebook's Marvel Movie News now?
No, I didn't. Yeah, Meredith fixed that for us.
All right.
And now it's just Marvel Movie News.
And then we had her killed.
She did enough.
She fixed Facebook. She went out on top. No, Meredith is actually out sick today, so we've got the next best thing with Matt Cook.
Hi.
and How does it feel to be the next best thing?
It's pretty great. Thanks, really. Glad I drove here.
And our friend Gregory Binder. Hello, Gregory.
Hello.
Where can people find you?
On Twitter?
Yeah.
At GRBinder. BINDER.
And where can they find you just in general? Like just wandering around Los Angeles?
Yeah, I'll wander around Los Angeles. If you stop by my apartment randomly, I'll be playing a video game. Don't interrupt me.
All right. What games are you playing these days?
They came out with that Metal Gear Solid 5 game.
Oh, yeah, I've heard things about that, yeah. That's
like
a game,
it.
right?
It is a game.
Yeah.
I can't get into it.
He can't get it.
I like the mechanics, but the cutscenes are so long and melodramatic and weird, and it's just too much. Get all of that out of the way.
It goes away after like 15.
I had to replay. They keep making. I've had to replay the Mother Base tutorial 3 times.
Well, that's a you thing. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know. It's my
What's
first video game I ever
We're
played.
making this video game talk on the Popcorn Network.
Yeah, he's never played video games
Yeah.
before in his life. Yeah. So you hold the controller, and
yeah,
then
you hold it, and when you press a button, the guy on the TV will do something.
Okay.
It's like
Not my TV.
telekinesis. You gotta fix your TV.
Well.
I'll come over and fix it.
He's like got it plugged into a console, but playing his computer.
It's like he's like looking at the window, expecting someone outside to do what the controller is.
I told the
What's
guy
the
outside
point
to
of it
jump.
otherwise?
I don't know anything.
Well, we've got so much news.
So much news.
So
much. And I'm Coy Jandreau.
Yeah, who's this guy at the end?
Who's this guy?
He just wheeled himself in here.
The guy we found.
Off the street.
Brought his own
I don't know
chair.
who you are anymore because you've got so many Twitters.
You know, it's a struggle. The struggle is real. I'm CoyJandreau, and you can find me in Los Angeles and at coffee shops near you because it's a horrible habit. The Oaks. Come to the Oaks. Say hi.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Dude, I love the Oaks so much.
Is that where you saw Michael Pena? I haven't heard the story yet.
Oh, yeah. So I ran into Michael Pena yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. Yesterday, and we talked for like 15 minutes about Ant-Man and Marvel and the state of film and like the evolution of like big franchises and like his goals for Ant-Man 2. And he was like the nice, most hospitable. Like he was waiting on a street light, and I was like drinking my coffee, and he was right over there, and I was like, I'd be a fool. So I like ran over and I was like, hey man, just want to thank you for Ant-Man. And I think he was really happy. I wasn't like, picture, sign stuff. So he literally like skipped a bunch of times across the street, walked over with me, grabbed coffee. We talked.
Get out, that's awesome.
Yeah, we
That's
talked.
awesome.
We talked Ant-Man 2 and like comedy and like changes in the script. And he was just like, he was a really down-to-earth actor first, fanboy second, like really was cool because I talked acting a lot with him too, and he was just he was an awesome dude. Really liked him. And he really wants Ant-Man 2 to happen. And he's all for it. So it was a really cool little moment to be like, hey, this is an amazingly convenient moment for me to talk about Ant-Man with you. Awesome. But yeah, really good. I like him a lot.
All right. Well, we've got some Civil War news. Again, not a lot of stuff, but we are going to be talking about a few things. Civil War, Old Man Logan, Jessica Jones teasers we're going to talk about, of course. That's later. But first, we're going to start with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I've watched it. You have not seen it.
I have not seen it.
I haven't seen it.
I'm watching from the beginning. I will get there. I'm gonna earn it.
Where have you gotten to?
I'm excited
to talk about this.
On Netflix where it says episode selection, and I make a choice that I haven't made yet. So I'm there. I've got it to like where I can acknowledge it exists.
Sure.
And that's a lot farther than I was willing to get before.
Baby steps.
Yeah. Because I mean, I've seen.
So what you're telling me is that
I haven't started yet. No.
Is that you have Netflix? That's as far as you've gotten with.
I have
watching
someone's
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
password. I don't even remember. I haven't paid for it in years.
Okay.
But it's on the TV.
Okay.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is coming.
Yeah. Okay.
I've acknowledged that it's uploaded. It's on there. I'll get there, man.
You're so far.
I'm in the future. I'm in the future.
You've made it.
I'm proud.
All right. Well, since we can't really talk about it,
I don't care.
I will just say.
I'll pretend to know.
Yeah. I will just say that this week's episode was a lot of fun. So I mean, like, what else can I say? Like,
That was riveting.
That
really sold me.
want, yeah.
Now I can't wait to watch it.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Sounds like it.
Well, you haven't seen it. What can I like? Do you even know where they're at in like? This,
I mean, I saw the end of last season and all that stuff, and
Okay.
I know she busted up her wrist. She's got her rollerblade wrist guards on now, and things are looking good. Quake.
Oh, Quake. Yeah, I was like, busted up her wrist rollerblading.
Yeah.
I don't remember that. Are we watching the same show?
She's got the
Dazzler's on the
rollerblade
show.
wrist guards.
Yeah, I will say Quake was awesome this week. Like
Great.
like seeing her powers and everything. We got to meet Lash. That was really cool.
I saw the picture.
And Lash is like a really bad villain. Like he's like melting people's chests and stuff. It's like really awful. I think I honestly
The worst
think,
kind of villain. Those were beautiful breasts.
Terrible heartburn.
What have you
chest
done?
melter. Yeah.
That's just Beverly Hills in July, dude. I mean, that just happens on Rodeo. Chest just melt.
That definitely sounds like a lot of fun, Matt. Thank you for that. That was great.
I do appreciate everyone on Twitter sending me recommendations for where to start and like what to watch. I do respect the viewers that enjoy the show. I will watch it in its entirety. I just haven't yet because it's a commitment to something that I'm not enthralled with, and I don't want to watch it and not love it as much as I could if I watch it in the right headspace.
Yeah.
So I will.
I do think that they're bringing in. I think that the new cast member that they have, I can't remember the actress's name, the rogue government agency. I think that's Agent Brand.
that'd be amazing.
I really think that
I'd
they're
like
gonna
that.
try to bring
Whoa.
in like Sword in some way, because like they announced a few weeks ago like what her name was, and we're all of us Marvel dorks were like, that's no one. Okay, so she's a new character, whatever. But then like this week they're like, yeah, we actually don't know who she is. Like she's got like 4 or 5 other aliases. So I think that maybe halfway through the season.
See, now you're unpitching me from this show. This sounds real cheesy, Matt Key. What? No, what's her other name? Maybe she's, James Bond? Bond James?
That's not a Marvel character, Coy. Get out of here.
You guys.
James Bond Jr. was a comic.
I don't know what's happened between the two of you since I've been
Since
gone,
falling
but
out.
you have to heal this.
Let's
He melted my chest
reconcile.
one
Yeah,
time.
really.
Like talk.
I don't know what you did to him. I've never seen him like this.
No, I know.
Birthday
He's-
spite.
Yeah, birthday spite. Watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. That's my
For
recommendation.
your birthday.
No, I'm telling everybody to watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Please get on board and watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. That's all I'm going to
I
say.
liked what I saw last season. I didn't watch this one yet.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Sweetheart.
I'm wheeling to the other side.
Yay.
No, never mind. I'm trapped. Anyway, let's keep going.
Age of Ultron deleted scene, Thor and the Norn Stones came out this week. Age of Ultron DVD and Blu-ray is released tomorrow, so I'd imagine like we're gonna get to see a lot more deleted scenes and stuff like that. I don't know what to talk about except that it was out there. It's cool.
Gag Girl's funny.
Oh, I
Saw the
haven't seen
gag
the
reel.
gag
No,
reel.
it's really
There
funny.
was a little 20-second one released a while ago, and then they released a 1.5 one the other day, and it's really funny.
Oh, that's great. I haven't seen
Bunch
it.
of talented actors and a good director in a room.
Having
Funny
fun.
happens.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Yeah. Did you see the Age of Ultron Honest trailer?
Yes, that was really good.
So on point with my feelings.
Guys, I think we broke Joss Whedon.
So
sign off Twitter.
Yeah, because I legitimately enjoyed Age of Ultron. Like, it had its problems, but I really enjoyed the film. But there was the, watch him try to do Empire Strikes Back while also setting up Thor Ragnarok and Infinity War.
No, they nailed it. That's one of the best
Civil
ones they've
War.
done.
Yeah.
That's a great comeback.
Yeah, they really killed that one.
In the first 20 seconds of the honest trailer, they're like, Age of Ultron, it was good. Not great. I mean, I had fun. It's good. Good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
it.
way
That's
I
the
feel.
movie.
Yeah, that's the movie. Yeah, exactly. And the whole thing, Thor Ragnarok or Thor Dark World happened and Winter Soldier, but the Avengers
didn't show up.
But so funny.
Yeah.
A random base may have a clue, and they all
the
storm
Avengers
in
assemble. Yeah,
in a group shot.
Group shot.
Group
Yeah.
shot.
It was so good.
Very funny. Yeah, but the deleted scene, I thought, why did they cut that? That was my
would've helped.
reaction.
It didn't test well, I think.
I don't care if it tested. It the scene made
They
Thor's
do.
whole story made no sense without that
Yeah.
information. It was just why is he going?
Well, the
to
Joss Whedon
thing?
interviews,
What?
a lot of it was test audience related. I
Sure.
read a lot of interviews where they were like, well, we cut this because test audiences and that. They wanted to cut the Hawkeye farm scene, and Joss Whedon was like, that's where I put my foot down. And that was my favorite scene in the movie. I'm really glad he put his foot down there.
Well, that was also the only thing that was an
was only
actual
Joss
full
Whedon's
scene.
scene.
That was the only thing where it's these people are speaking,
Yeah,
and
there's
it's
an
not
arc here.
quit city, and then it moves on to something else. And that's another thing in the thing, yeah. But the whole movie felt like it was in fast forward, except for that scene. It's the only time you saw people actually.
And there was still humor
breathe.
there. It was just heartfelt.
Yeah.
The Thor stepping on the toy was one of the best jokes in the thing because
Yeah.
it had resonance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I really love that scene. But Joss Whedon just got mutilated in the editing room, and
Yeah.
the movie happened.
Yeah. No, I like the Norn stuff and Thor being possessed and it being dangerous. I liked it. I don't know why it didn't test well, and I felt like it worked in the movie better than out of it. The movie, I think, suffered for not having it.
Yeah, and I'm curious how Ragnarok goes.
And
I'm curious how they tie into that.
Really, we're already doing a 3-hour movie. You have to cut out 2
I'm
minutes.
sure
Right.
they trimmed
sure
so
there was a
much.
lot.
I'm sure they did, but
But at that point, give me the longer movie, man.
Yeah, that's what everybody wants.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
the long haul at this point.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, we're all lobbying for a director's cut, but I don't see it happening.
Right.
I mean, he
Yeah.
said it's not happening, but
He's already said
in
it's
my
not happening.
mind,
Yeah.
Kevin Feige was hitting the circuits this week, doing a lot of talking about, Age of Ultron for one, but he was also just trying to put the word out on other things. Oh man, I lost what I was saying. So he, first of all, Captain Marvel, everyone is excited about casting news for that, and there's been a lot of questions about Captain Marvel casting, and he said, yeah, we're not even done with the script yet, so let's just chill.
start there.
They're a long way
We're
off.
so they were saying maybe by the end of the year. He's like, yeah, probably not until sometime middle of next year. Because we don't even know who the character is. So I have a lot of respect for that. I think that's a really good thing.
Yeah.
To be
Take as much time as you want.
Yeah, we're trying to get the character down. We're trying to figure out exactly how we want to utilize her all throughout Phase 3. And just who she is.
Right.
And that's a
We're not
better
gonna
way to
her yet.
cast. That's a better way to, instead of
She looks like her, and
yeah,
then write scripts.
or
and be like,
she sells
"Ugh."
tickets. It's
Right.
because that stuff doesn't hold up as well as people think
But
that it
Marvel's been
does.
good about not doing that. I
Yeah,
think.
exactly. Which is,
Yeah.
I think this is another example of that being what's the character,
Right,
and
flesh
who
it out
can
all the
play
way.
this. Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah, but so his I think getting the character right is going to lead the charge. We want to make sure we know who it is before we start figuring out who should play it.
Great.
This is a direct quote. But he also said, in terms of fan casting, he and producer Jeremy Lachum, I think it's Lachum.
Jeremy.
Looks like Lachum. Jeremy, yeah. Said, in regards to fan casting, we read it, we go through it, we read the comments, we look at who people like. Sometimes it's really enlightening. Sometimes it's the exact same person that we've been saying over and over that we don't think is right. So everyone who's like, Emily Blunt, oh, Emily Blunt's going to get it. For all we know, Marvel's like, yeah, nah, not Emily
After
Blunt.
Sicario, man, I'm even more sure.
Really?
Yeah, she's so good in that.
I've heard that.
I love her.
She's incredible. Yeah, she's always good. She's so consistent. And she's that type now. In her interview about there being only 4 of that type and how that's a shame. She's just got a nest that's so unique. And yeah, I want her as Captain Marvel from the beginning. I can't think of anyone else I want as much. There's no number 2 for me that isn't leagues below. Because I still want Ronda Rousey for She-Hulk in a weird. I want 2 years of Meisner courses or something, and then just her to be awesome as She-Hulk. I think her
Just,
with
come out and just
Sorkin-y, quippy
tear it
dialogue.
up.
If she could do that, man, she's perfect.
I mean, think of how good She-Hulk would be in a Defender series too.
It'd be awesome.
Put her on Netflix, up against
If
Matt
we can get
Murdock
Arnold
and-
Schwarzenegger to act, we can get Ronda Rousey to act. Like Arnold's
did
incredible.
Is he?
He can be, yeah. It just took some time. I think with the right course of action, she'd be a really good superhero. And I love her as a person. Like, her in interviews and stuff has the charisma she needs for this stuff. So it's just like, the fine tuning. So that's mine. My two cents.
Make it happen.
Call your people.
Come on.
Let's go to class.
Let's do it.
You and me. Let's figure this out.
Yeah.
Help me find the money to go to class.
Yo, all right.
We do some office work, pay off the tuition.
30-second rounds, and we'll figure it out.
Let's go take some improv classes.
Let's do it.
Let's go to
I'm
UCB.
just saying,
Let's go to
she has a lot of
Groundlings.
potential. She's got a lot of heart, and I like that.
Yeah. I don't disagree. I would love to see her in the Marvel universe.
But Emily Blunt for Captain Marvel.
Sure. I'm still holding on to Catherine Winnick
Oh yeah, that's true. That's
from Vikings. Yeah.
You got one?
No.
Okay.
You're just excited to.
I just want to see who Iron Fist is still.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think we got some
man.
time for
Just
that.
see all of that. I just want to
man.
see what they do.
I think we have a while.
Yeah, for sure.
I think we'll hear about it next year, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
I think it'll tie into Luke Cage at some point. So that's true. I think we'll hear next year.
I think we'll hear next year.
When's that supposed to?
Iron Fist? No release date yet.
Not even. Okay.
As far as we know, as far as we've gotten, is that Luke Cage is filming right now and
Yes.
will be released later next year. We don't know anything beyond that.
It's
At least
exciting.
nothing that's been released yet. So, let's talk about Doctor Strange real quick.
Oh, please.
I know we
Heard he's
hardly
a lot
ever.
of fun.
No, he's great. He's great. I don't know if you know, but he's actually on the desk right now. It's not. That's Thing. That's human. That's actually Doctor Strange right there, giving like the hang 10. I don't know if you knew
The
that.
weirdo?
Yeah, the weirdo. The weirdo in the red cloak. Yeah, and he's got like the little amulet around his neck. Yeah. That's him. That's Doctor Strange. Anyway, yeah, I don't know if
Did
you
you put
guys.
this penis on him, or is that?
It's custom.
I did. No, you weren't supposed to see that, man.
this
That's
is
really.
not. We're gonna get an explicit
Dude, it's
rating.
the Eye of Agamotto, man. That's
Oh,
what
it's
it's
the
called.
eye of something.
That's why they call him Sorcerer Supreme. Is that
Oh, yeah.
Supreme, hoary host of Hoggeth, indeed.
Oh,
Man. Anyway,
he calls the pair of his buddies.
so he talked about Doctor Strange. Kevin Feige is the he that I'm referencing, saying for some reason people sometimes talked about how we're not doing an origin story, that we're bored of origin stories. I think people are bored of origin stories that we've seen, but Doctor Strange has one of the best, most classic, most unique origin stories we have. Why wouldn't we do that? So like, I think all of us who have been saying like, oh, they're not going to do origin stories, like I think we all just jumped on this train. Like, oh, well, they're not going to do it anymore. I guess they're not going to do it. And then Kevin Feige was like, you guys are all fools. Like, why would we not do this?
It's a good one.
It's a really good
unique.
one. It's a unique one. Like
so-
you don't really have. We're getting some tech updates in our.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Beautiful.
All of you listening on iTunes, I apologize that you can't see what's going on right now, but our TV just came on. It's very exciting.
The excitement of YouTube viewers get to see.
Yeah,
We're actually
logo.
gonna make Coy watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. right now. Lock the doors.
Lock the doors.
real time.
Surprise!
And have
Two
us-
seasons.
It's a birthday
commentary.
miracle.
Clockwork Orange. You just
Yeah.
oh god.
You by the end of it, you're like, it is the greatest show I've ever seen.
Dude,
You were
some of our
right.
fans are lobbying for that exact experience for me to go through. I've seen a lot of.
You're getting a lot of Agents of
I'm
S.H.I.E.L.D.
getting
hate.
so much, man.
It's really funny.
I got more for that than me like being an out Patriots fan in LA. Like being like a Tom Brady. Like I talk about Tom Brady being innocent on this show, and I got like 5 little snippets. But like as soon as I say I don't watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., it's like
Why are they? He is innocent. Why are they
I agree. Thank you. You see?
And
I
then
believe you.
everyone left.
I got video games
the
and I got Patriots
podcast
into the
and the
show.
stream.
all the negative thumbs
Because
are Tom
of
Brady related.
Guys, we were
sports.
talking about Doctor Strange. It's my
Doctor
birthday.
Strange.
Honestly,
Tom
though,
Brady and Doctor Strange.
that's how much you're alone. Is that you brought
I
up
went to
Doctor Strange
sports.
and Coy's like, let's talk about sports for a minute.
What about Tom
It
Brady?
wasn't me though.
I know, it's a miracle.
I'm the most casual Patriots fan that exists. Like, there's not like it's just a.
It's just anything to get him out. He pulled the
We do
ripcord. He's like,
popcorn
"Get
talk,
me out of
Patriots
here."
talk.
I'm excited for Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Are
Matt.
you? Are you?
I'm truly.
Have you queued it up on your Netflix yet?
Oh, it's the screen's up. Do you remember we had this conversation with Jared Leto and Benedict Cumberbatch, the two front runners?
Yeah.
And I was like, I love Benedict Cumberbatch. I really want Jared Leto because I think he'd be really good at the egotistical doctor. And then you got Benedict Cumberbatch, who after seeing so much Sherlock, I'm like, yes, that's perfect.
Yeah.
But I hadn't yet at the time. And then Jared Leto was the Joker, and I was like, it's perfect. Both of us get our favorite characters played by actors we love. And then the Joker happened.
And then Joker.
And I was dead inside for 6 months, and I'm still worried. So Doctor Strange is like, it's a really sensitive subject, because when I think of Doctor Strange, I still go,
Joker.
that Joker. That's what's coming. So it's really hard for me to be excited until I see something, because I've seen the Joker.
Fair. That is fair.
And it hurts.
It hurts.
So I love DC, by the way. I've been reading DC. I'm getting into it more and more. It's just specifically the Joker that worries me.
Yeah.
All you DC watchers out there.
Yeah. I'm with you. Like, I'm excited for not Man of Steel, the Batman.
Batman
The Batman.
Yeah,
And the
I'm
Batman
excited for
and
Suicide
Superman.
Squad, too. And I love Jared Leto, the actor, and I love
Matt,
Joker,
what do you
the
think
character.
about
I hate Man of Steel.
Oh, man, yeah.
I think it's one of the worst, most irresponsible, inappropriate films ever made. I think it's abusive and masturbatory.
Green Inferno,
I hate
Man of
it.
Steel.
I hate it. I hate it. I think Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice will continue an over-the-top, lackluster display of non-heroes pretending to be heroes, and it will make money because of the superheroes that are involved, but not because of the quality of the work. And that's a shame, because the heroes and the audiences deserve movies that show us heroes and not jerks and murderers and all that stuff. So I hate it.
I mean, hey.
I hate
But
it.
Agents
Oh
of
God,
S.H.I.E.L.D.
I hate it.
What about Agents of
Agents of
S.H.I.E.L.D.?
S.H.I.E.L.D.'s a lot of fun.
Seamless. I mean, so Doctor Strange will be an origin story.
What's
That's
the
what we've
origin? Real quick.
got. The
Highlight.
origin story?
Yeah.
Doctor Strange is a jerk.
You guys
of a
watch
neurosurgeon.
hockey?
Sportsing?
Yeah,
I enjoy
yeah,
sportsing
yeah.
on time to time.
Unbelievable.
Do you know in golf you try to get a smaller score? I've always tried
I
to
did
do
not
that.
know that.
So it's like playing less golf.
There's
The goal of golf is to play less golf, which is fascinating. Like you literally set out to do the littlest golf as you can.
Happy birthday, dude. See you around.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. Next up,
Now,
we've got-
rugby isn't even an American sport, but I feel like rugby could tie into Doctor Strange very nicely.
That could be fun. He needs something.
Doctor Strange would be good at
It's a
sports.
good thing our live chat's down, because I'm sure there's just rage.
Yeah, our live chat's
What are they
down.
By the way, we're not ignoring you. The internet is
Our
finicky.
internet doesn't work in here right now. So
Peter Parker can't afford to pay his bills, and we're out of AOL discs.
Jameson is not paying him well.
Not doing well.
So since you guys don't want to talk Doctor Strange, we'll jump off of that and we'll go talk about Infinity War.
It's not just us.
I wanted to hear. I was
Oh
super
my
excited.
God.
For me, it's Deadpool, Civil War, Doctor Strange. To be fair, it's in my top 3 of the next 15 superhero movies. So I am really excited.
I hope it's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
You just hope it's awesome so that I don't jump off of a building, though.
No, if that's the case, I hope it sucks. You can get out of here finally. But
Man,
for
I
my
can finally
own
have the
sake,
Marvel show.
I hope,
want.
yeah, the real Matt will take over. No, I hope it's awesome, man. I think I like that character. I'm into it. I think he's got a lot of depth, and I think Cumberbatch is the dude that can explore all of like the actual human elements of that, and then also pay off those massive fantasy and mystical elements that are so hard to do. And I'm excited to see how they tie mysticism into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I mean, we've seen it kind of with Scarlet
seen hints of
Witch,
it.
but like
Well,
not in the same way where it's
Yeah.
like he's harnessing this
And
actual
even then,
force.
like, they kind of were saying it was more like telekinesis. Than
Yeah.
it was like mystical whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the cast is I mean, one of the best they've assembled.
Ridiculous.
It's insane.
Yeah,
It's
it's so
ridiculous.
exciting.
As long as they don't dumb it down and like give it some like
Oh, they won't.
reason
I don't
to
think
like
they
make
will.
sense to like regular audiences, because people will believe if you make it a good movie.
No,
they'll believe what whatever
Yeah.
you put out
You mean
there.
like trying to explain what the magic is?
Yeah, like, in, like,
so they've
a-
already said they're going to do like some like quantum stuff. Like they're going to play like
Right.
trying to root it a little bit in science, but still like make it like. But we don't know what it actually
Right.
is. It's still like magical.
Okay,
So it's a little column A, a little column B.
as long as it works.
That's fair.
That's your life motto, right?
As long as it works.
So let's jump over to Infinity War real quick, where again, it's not really news, but it is kind of exciting that they admitted this week that they're taking elements from both Starlin and Hickman's stories. So Infinity just came out from Jonathan Hickman. That's what led into Secret Wars. That's currently going on.
Well, internet was up for a second. Sorry, I was trying to check the live chat. I just put that away now.
Yeah, well, I don't think we're going to get a live chat today, unfortunately. Jeremy Latcham was in the writer's room with the Russos when they were working on some of the Infinity War stuff, and he said that everything's on the table, and they're pulling a little bit of column A, column B, like
Well, there's
all
been
the
rumors
Starlin
that
stuff.
everything's going to change after. Like,
So
did
no
you see that article?
specifics.
Oh yeah. Well, the Avengers are going to be different,
Right.
afterwards. But that's, I think we've all kind of expected.
Well, we assumed it, but
that,
with Chris
you know.
Evans coming out and saying he wanted to play the character forever, it kind of, for me, was like interesting. That was my first, like, maybe they'll keep them longer than
Yeah.
Phase 3. So I'm really curious where it goes.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to have a lot of them past the Infinity movies, and I don't think that they'll be killed or die off or anything. They'll go and do their own thing. Like,
Who do you think's next?
To
what
die?
characters? No. Like who? What's the next wave?
I want Moon Knight real hard.
Wow.
I want Moon Knight but on Netflix. I want like Phase 2
Yeah.
Netflix to be Moon Knight.
But what do you think about but
Like Phase 4 wise?
cinematic? Like in
Inhumans.
Like,
They're building towards the
Yeah,
Inhumans.
they're doing
The Inhumans are finishing off 2019, 2020, like the Phase 3 stuff, because that's what they're going to.
Sure.
My
but like
estimation
there's
is that they're
Captain
jumping into
America,
that.
there's Iron Man.
Right,
There's
like, who's the next-
Like who's the next like singular hero that you think could carry a film? Any ideas?
I mean, Spider-Man would be a huge, but that's tie-in with Sony.
Yeah.
But Spider-Man, we've also had years of Spider-Man, so I don't like, you know what I mean? Like I think that's, I don't know, like who haven't we seen in a movie yet?
I don't know.
Spider-Man, I would love.
mean, that's
all
what
I
I'm saying
want.
for.
Yeah.
I know they've talked about like Doctor Strange a little bit, but I don't know that they're planning to do much with him in Phase 4. It feels like maybe Phase 3 is going to be a little bit more
The cosmic and his world
and his world and stuff. So
I don't know what the next. I honestly don't know. After going from establishing a superheroes Phase 1 and establishing a reality where they're acceptable, and then Phase 2 being fleshing out different realities, little pockets that you could accept them in, like Ant-Man having your heist film and Guardians having your cosmic. So Phase 2 for me was more of an amalgamation of the concepts planted in Phase 1. So you have these like different worlds swirling around together. Phase 3 I think is what's going to explode and become cosmic, and it's going to be like the biggest version of those things we've ramped up to. Phase 4, I don't know what that leaves, because you've explored all these different territories, you've explored all these different genres, you've explored most of the superheroes people are even moderately aware of. Like, Cap and Thor were, like, not in the zeitgeist, they were, like, the back of your head. Doctor Strange is completely off most people's radar.
Yeah.
I don't know of any characters that are even Doctor Strange level aware that could carry a film that have a genre that plants itself in the, like, movie-dom pop culture awareness.
I mean,
level.
like, there's an element of like, do they just reboot everything and start over?
I hope not, man. I love legacy characters.
That's why I'm saying, like, I think Inhumans will probably comprise most of Phase 4, and that'll probably be it.
But one team isn't enough to really have a whole
Right.
lot.
That's my point too.
But it's
Because
not
Avengers
just-
even is like 4 films leading to one. Like,
Yeah.
Inhumans could be a boop, but like that's it. And Marvel's not going to let themselves dwindle.
But I think you could get like another couple films out of Inhumans. I think the Marvel universe will revolve around that a lot. I just don't know what it will look like by then.
Right.
It's still like 5 years away.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really big question. It's
Yeah,
the
it's
question.
interesting.
Considering Marvel
It is the question.
Yeah, I mean, Marvel's the film
Is there life
studio
out
right
there?
now.
Who cares? Phase 4. What's going
Marvel,
on?
that is the question.
does the
Water
whole-
on Mars, don't care. Phase 4.
Phase 4. That's the question.
That's exciting, by the way.
Yeah.
Water on Mars again.
Yeah.
Does
Yeah,
the whole
it-
thing have like an expiration date where they're like they don't know what's going to happen after a certain point, like
I don't think-
restart?
I don't think it
Feige
does.
said they're like 17 years out at all times. And he also, did you read that article where he was talking about how they have contingency plans for every single hero in case they get them back? So literally, not only
Yeah,
are
I
they
read
planned
that.
out with all of their characters on an infinite realm of possibilities, they also have ideas about those possibilities that involve other heroes they don't even have yet. And that's how they were able to so seamlessly get Spider-Man in. That's insane.
Yeah,
That's
it's
like
awesome.
a writer's room in a TV show with a show Bible of 10 years and then adding characters that you don't even have like
Yeah.
it's like Doctor Who just being like, but what if
Yeah.
Sherlock Holmes was there?
Yeah. No. Well, and the other thing is that like a lot of the characters that you could look to take over Phase 4 are on Netflix now.
Right.
You know, like you think about like, oh, they could do New Avengers. I mean, like maybe Captain Marvel could carry Phase 4. She would be a good one. Black Panther would be good. I think like a lot of the characters coming in Phase 3 could probably move into Phase 4.
Well, it's going to be interesting is if they do, in the comics, there's always that younger subsection of characters. There's like the Runaways, there's the Young Avengers. They keep trying to introduce these young teams, and I'm curious if they parlay that into another realm of film. Like you have, instead of the Avengers being like, you've got the New Avengers are coming, obviously New Avengers is going to be huge in Phase 3, but if you make Young Avengers like the PG realm, you have literally younger heroes, so you have more longevity. So maybe Phase 4 is a younger superhero subsect.
Yeah, I think we get like, and Spider-Man could probably even
'Cause he
speak
ties
to
in
that a little bit.
perfectly.
Yeah, because he's younger. So like maybe we end up getting like some younger kids in there, and then they're led by, you know, Black Panther, Captain Marvel, and
Exactly.
like those
I mean,
characters
because
who,
Robert Downey
fight,
Jr.'s getting up there, and you know.
Well, he
that's-
doesn't want to do it anymore. Like, I
Right.
mean, his contract is out. He's made like
He's
his
bought his 18
good $1 billion.
islands.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
yeah.
you know,
And he wants to produce, and I get that. And I mean, and he's handling it really well, and he's come back for movies that he didn't have to contractually, and I love the way he's handling Iron Man. And, like, he is Iron Man, so I don't want that character to necessarily evolve out of Downey Jr. If they do it right and they do it like Bond, they can do it well, but I don't know that I need that.
Yeah.
And I don't want to reboot, because we have, I mean, this third realm of Spider-Man, I am just checked out after. Like, this is good. I'm excited because they're doing it this way. But at the end of the day, it's another Spider-Man.
Yeah. And if this Spider-Man doesn't work, which it will, but, like, if it doesn't,
dark
like,
times. Then you go hard
stop.
art, you get Jake Gyllenhaal black suit, and I get my dream.
Wow.
That's the last chance.
Wow.
Craven's Last Hunt.
You go
Jake Gyllenhaal.
full on, like, Deadpool.
Yeah,
with
man.
It. Yeah.
I'd love that.
Yeah,
it won't happen, but that's, you know.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
If I had Downey Jr. money.
So here's Infinity War.
You have Downey Jr.
Produce
money.
a Spider-Man movie solo, like an indie Spidey. Like, I don't need a studio. I bought Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I paid $1 billion for his licensing rights.
Don't worry about it.
That would be amazing.
That would be amazing. And I'm gonna play him. I don't need to do casting. I'm Spider-Man.
Yeah.
The whole viral
Mary
marketing
Jane.
is just me standing in a Spider-Man suit, like nodding, like I've done it.
Like, and it's not even you in a suit. It's just Coy. It's just like, hey, what's up? I'm Spider-Man.
I've accomplished all my dreams.
Done.
I don't need the public.
You're done. But like, do you guys have any like moments from the Starlin run, like Infinity Crusade, also like with Adam Warlock and his good side? I can't remember what his good side. He had Magus, which was his bad side, but I can't remember his good side. But she was a big part of that. Infinity War with all the doppelgangers that came in from Magus taking control, and then Infinity Gauntlet is what they're basing it. It seems to be basing it on mostly. Like, so like, one of my favorite things in there was like having all the celestial beings fight Thanos. Are we gonna get that? Like, is that what they're talking
the second
about?
glove
Like,
really throws me, man. Like, I don't know what the second glove's got to do with anything. That's the first time I've been like, what?
Yeah. Yeah. Earlier this week, Kevin Feige, I was about to say just Kevin. Earlier this week, Kevin and Jeremy were talking. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm pretty good friends with them.
You've earned it.
So Kevin Feige and producer Jeremy Lacham.
Oh, we got to figure that out.
We got to figure that one out.
Jeremy, write in. Tell us. Call in. Phone lines are open.
888-888-888-8888. But they said that they acknowledged to a reporter that asked the question about the Infinity Gauntlets, and they said, yeah, there are two, but which one's the right one? So it's like, so are they invading Asgard?
Which one's the left one?
Yeah.
Is Thanos a righty or a lefty? Which one does he pick up? It's all led to this.
Yeah.
It's all led. Which one? But
glove doesn't fit. You must have quit.
But what's funny to me is that it doesn't really matter. The gauntlet is nothing without the stones. So both are the right ones until you put the stones in there.
But I mean, it's got to be an element that helps the wearer wield the power of the stones, right?
Like its capacity to fit a hand.
No. I'm saying like its capacity to actually like channel the energies of the stones
to bring them together.
Yeah, like I don't know. Maybe that's got to be it. Like there's got to be
fair enough.
Choose wisely. You know
the
what I mean?
Infinity clothing line, Infinity shoe.
Hot topic.
Infinity
I think at the
hats.
I don't know. That's my guess. It's like one can do it and one can't. One can.
All right.
I don't know. Don't get mad at me, man.
Dude, I'm not mad at all. I just think that sounds not right.
Ridiculous.
That just sounds ridiculous.
They got not a writer from Marvel.
Hey.
I mean, I always thought. I mean, someone else with the live thread's temporarily working.
Oh, did it work?
Hey. I always thought it was an editing mistake too. Rob Nips just said she thought it was an editing mistake.
Yeah, that's what I always thought too.
I was always like, okay, cool, little moment. But now there's two gauntlets that changes the entire perspective of like the comic-based stuff and everything else. So I'm really.
Well, I honestly think that it was just like, I don't think that they knew they were doing Infinity War stuff when they did Thor. They're like, let's see if this works. And then like, by the way, the Vault Room should have the gauntlet because that would be an awesome Easter egg. Bloop. But then they were like, hey, let's do this Infinity War thing. That would be amazing. Let's build towards that. Let's make the Tesseract an Infinity Stone. Why not? We can do that. And it makes sense. It's fine. I buy it. You know,
I mean, I like that it's organic.
fun.
It's like Breaking Bad, like where they wrote a couple episodes at a time and then wrote themselves in a corner and then wrote themselves out of it.
Yeah.
Like it seems like something like that happened with the two gloves.
Yeah.
And instead of just being like, we'll fix it in post and flip the image, they're like, there's two gloves, deal with it.
We got to figure it out. Yeah. So anyway, let's jump over to Fox where we're going to talk about the next Wolverine movie. No news on the movie, but Mark Millar came out this week and said that he thinks that
Millar.
I always thought it was Miller. I think it's Miller.
AR.
I think it's Frank Miller and Mark Millar, but I could be wrong.
It is.
I think it's Miller. I say Millar.
Hey, what do you want to bet?
Call in. Phone lines are open.
Yeah, Mark, call us. 888-888.
That's how we get everybody.
Mark's at Fox right now trying to figure out how to fix Fantastic Four. That man is very busy.
Yeah, he's very busy. He's not going to be calling in for a couple years. But he said that he thought an Old Man Logan story would work, because the big question is, well, you can't do Old Man Logan because they don't Fox doesn't have the rights to Hawkeye, and he's the guy who drives him around. And his point was, you can replace that with anybody. Like,
I love that. Everything he said about that completely got me.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, he was like, we'll make it Cyclops, and he's blind because he can't look because he lost his visor. Like,
instantly, like, yes, that sounds awesome.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it works. Yeah. So, he said basically Wolverine doing the road movie is the most important thing, and he has a friend with him that's blind. That's done.
Mad Max with Wolverine sounds like the greatest thing, and that's exactly what it sounds like it's shaping up to be. Like, I am all about that.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. So, but what's even more interesting is that he answered it in a way that it seemed like that's kind of the direction that they're going with the next movie.
It's not saying but it's.
Yeah.
Like, and just
I'm
segued
not saying
into
that it is Old Man Wolverine, but if we were to do Old Man Wolverine, it would work this way, and this way.
Little birdie.
We've thought about it, but not because we're doing it. Yeah.
And everyone else has been, like, quietly mentioning it. Like, it's a very strange not rumor.
Yeah.
Like, everyone just being like
if it ends up not being Old Man Logan, I think the entire nerd world would be like,
so much confusion.
Why not?
Like, Hugh Jackman, like, Schreiber, everyone's been like, it's, I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, Gambit. No, again, not news, but we have a reason. Hollywood Reporter was like, we think we know why Rupert Wyatt left the film. Creative differences.
I'm so worried for that movie.
I'm so worried.
Everybody's leaving, coming back, and then leaving again. It's not.
Well, I've been heaping its praises
Channing
for a long time, because I really like Channing as Gambit, and I feel like I'm in the minority. I really like him as Gambit, and now it's just like the more things come out, the more I'm concerned.
I like Channing Tatum. I think he's like a big guy though.
That's everything.
He feels too big for Gambit for me.
I'm sure he could pull it off. He's a good actor, but right now I can't see it.
This is Fox, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I mean, they have a pretty good track record with, like, films that seem to be, like, covered in disasters ending up to be pretty great, right? Like, there haven't been any recent Fox films that, like, had a lot of controversy. And then all of a sudden, like, even they were still great. Right?
Yeah, I mean, like, Fantastic Four is what you're...
There wasn't...
that was really...
There's no superhero movies that have had that now. Not like this year. Like a few months ago. That's not the thing that's ever.
Fox is hit or miss, so I don't necessarily trust it.
Seamless irony, sir. Seamless irony.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing that worries me. Like, because they pull it off with the mutant movies, like the X-Men, but they don't... They were not able to transition the Fantastic Four. So
twice.
You don't hear about anything.
Yeah.
This is like, you know what I mean? This is constant Gambit. Some other tragedy has, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like some other like massive
person,
person responsible for the tone of the film. It's like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, there's been like 3 people consistently involved, and they keep leaving and coming back, or just leaving.
Yeah,
like that's really concerning.
Well, and I think that points to the studio more than the project. I think the studio's like, no, we want it to be this way, and it has to be this way. And the people who want to do a good story are saying, no, I don't want to tell that story because my name is attached to that.
That seems like what happened to Edgar Wright, is he wanted to make a movie, and he'd been building it for a decade, and then they were like, but the Avengers, and he was like, okay, a little sprinkle. They were like, how about a bludgeon? And that turned into like this whole other thing. And I get him leaving and like artistic integrity of that. I just worry that Fox sees how well Avengers is doing and is like nipping it in the bud and not even letting the decade of Edgar Wright development happen. And they're just like, no, this is not a thing.
Yeah.
And that's my concern, is like the way Fox could work is the X-Men universe as the Avengers is brilliant. It's big enough. There's enough characters. You can do it and you can keep it contained. Great. Do it.
Yeah.
But don't forget the reason we got the Avengers was because we had auteur directors and creative minds and original ideas that founded Phase 1. Before Avengers could be the behemoth that came, we had Jon Favreau, who had directed Swingers. We had directors that were untested, creating masterpieces with slightly more hands-off approach. If Fox is so hands-on from the beginning, we'll never have that kind of freedom. You'll never have that kind of integrity. You'll never have that kind of art again.
Yeah.
And that hurts.
I think that's what's going on. Yeah.
I think Fox tries to like force its like own like narrative of like this is how we see these movies instead of just letting them happen.
Yeah,
Like,
this is a comic
yeah.
book film. It's like, well, no, it's a film.
Yeah.
Based on
Let it be a film.
another medium.
Yeah.
Like when you
Yeah.
adapt a book, you're not like, it's got to feel like a book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I watch this movie, I want to flip pages. No, it's just live it.
Yeah, I mean they've done well with the X-Men stuff, but it's taken a while to build up. Like X2 is still like I think one of my favorites, but I don't know if that was a good film or if I just like
I
loved
feel like
the
I
first
say it
5
every
minutes,
week.
like you know.
Like every week I mention that they're good mutant movies, but not good X-Men movies. Until now, like Apocalypse looks like a good X-Men movie,
Yeah.
and I thought Days of Future Past was a very loose adaptation of a very good X-Men movie.
Yeah.
So I think Deadpool's going to be the first thing that's truly like Deadpool, but that's just.
But again, they let the creators
that's
do
what I'm
it.
saying. That because they gave here's $12.
they were like, here's $12 and it's rated R. Okay, well, I
right.
guess let's try it.
That Ryan guy keeps calling every week. We should give him some money. Let him.
Right.
Did you hear he stole the suit?
Yeah, I love that.
Colt, thank you for sending me that, dude. Ryan Reynolds stole one of the Deadpool suits because he was like, I've been fighting for this for 10 years. Screw it. I'm taking a Deadpool suit. It felt good to wear. And I was like,
It's rich enough.
I love you, man.
That's
That's
awesome.
amazing. That's so
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, I love it. I thought that was great too. I thought about like putting it in the rundown. I was like, Coy gets enough Deadpool.
You know what? I brought it in anyway.
Yeah, no,
There
I
it
know.
was.
I know exactly. He found a way.
I found a way.
Life
Tangents
finds a way.
Deadpool?
Yes, Deadpool finds a way. Yeah.
Jeff Goldblum is Deadpool's dad. Whoa. Hashtag Deadpool finds a way.
Let's go faster, Deadpool.
Must go faster. Must go faster. Let me take my shirt off and lay here on this table
Is your
with some
girlfriend,
blueprints over
Hey
me.
there, Wade.
Is she?
So yeah, Rupert Wyatt left due to creative differences. That's
Upsetting.
That's
Love
the
the
report.
Apes
Yeah.
film.
But the report went on to like talk about how he's done that a lot.
Yeah.
And how
But
that,
it works when he's on his movies. You
exactly.
can clearly see he wants his movies done his way, and as
Yeah.
a director, that's
Yeah.
fair to an extent. I mean,
Yeah.
we're not at the studio; we don't know what he was demanding. He could have been like, "Gambit only wears tights and a tutu," but like, we don't.
that's my
And he rides elephants.
Apparently, Rupert Everett's a men from the 20s in my mind.
Yeah.
But I think it's really important to have that integrity, and if he walked away for a reason, then we'll see what happens.
I agree. All right. Netflix. Let's talk about some Jessica Jones action. We have 2 teasers that came out this week. We've got the one that came out late last week where she destroys the clock, and then we've got the one that came out I think it was just yesterday where she hits the jukebox. It's the international teaser. She hits it so hard it like almost flies out of frame, which is like your first cue of like, oh, she's strong. She's super strong. That's cool. I get it. Okay. And then like she bad reputation, slow walks past all these defeated foes. I don't know. Like tonally, I think they're nailing it. Like I'm like I was already excited for Jessica Jones, but now I'm like I'm jonesing
Jonesin.
for Jessica Jones.
Love it.
Nice.
Was it? Though?
I give it to you.
Just 'cause
Happy
it's my
birthday.
though.
Happy
That's what you get. You get out of that one alive.
Oh, thank you.
No, it's great. Yeah, I totally am excited about it. Yeah, I was already excited about it, and this is like cool.
I think it works really well as a Netflix episodic television series.
Oh, yeah.
The detective angle.
Yeah.
You don't have to like spend too much money visual effects wise on superpowers because
Yeah.
you can tone it down with that. You don't need to show it every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And you can really make it about solving mysteries or doing whatever she does. And
Yeah.
so I think it'll work really well. So I'm excited.
Yeah, and I mean like the super strength stuff that they've shown, like how like those effects cost nothing. She squeezed like
yeah.
a fragile alarm clock, and then she hit a jukebox that someone pulled really fast. Like that's great, So
Yeah.
I mean, obviously they'll have to invest in something for the show. Like they're gonna be bigger effects than that, but what?
I hope it's all really low-level special effects. It's
like
like
Eric,
we're
you can
Marvel.
see
We
the
don't have the money.
You can see the string.
They're just
Yeah.
like kids in high school making movies. There's like a guy behind the jukebox.
Yeah.
You can see the boom mic and
Somebody
like
gets shot.
Yes,
They pick up ketchup.
Luke
they're like,
Cage. Luke Cage is holding the boom in the bar. Like,
Yeah.
Mike Coulter's also
obviously
the
wearing
boom
a
muscle
muscle
suit.
I should have read my contract closer.
they got excited.
They
we couldn't
passed out
afford the
from
budget to
laughing.
keep our toys up. It's
Yeah.
Marvel.
Kevin Feige's like the cameraman. Like
I'm a real hands-on
I'm not even
producer.
in the television part.
That's why he's not, because he's the cameraman.
Yeah, he's the cameraman. he can't focus on executing that. I mean, there's not a lot to say except that we're like excited for the teaser. Like, I mean,
Yeah, it's great tone, great vibe, funny.
yeah, I mean the tone is dead on. Like it's killing it. So
Yeah.
I'm very excited about that. Anyway,
what do you guys at home think? Let me check the live feed.
Mine's working.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right,
What
then
do
let
they
us know what
think?
you think.
Yeah, you can actually do that. The only thing I saw, someone said Matt Cook talk more.
No.
There's your answer, someone.
Nothing about
What do you want to
guy
talk
next
about?
to him. Shut up. That's
do
good.
you guys want to play the versus game? We've got some cards in that box.
Yeah,
if you
I'll
guys
play
want
Is
that.
that all the
Yeah.
news?
Yeah, we're done.
We're done. We're out.
Can I do my shout-outs real quick?
Yeah, do your
Oh, I have
shout-outs.
a shout out.
Do your shout out.
Go ahead. You go. You asked first, so.
Oh, no, by all means. I had to get
I
access.
want to shout out to my buddy Martin Dewar in Edinburgh, who came to see my show when I was doing the Fringe Festival. Him and his lovely lady. Hi guys, thanks for watching. They came from this. He was a fan of this.
Seriously?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
he fell into this podcast and started listening. And then he followed me on Twitter and then saw us putting up pictures from the town that he lives in, and then came to see my show. And we
That's
had a great,
crazy.
Yeah,
That's
we had,
amazing.
That's really cool.
we had drinks after, and we yelled about comics. And his
What's up, Martin?
girlfriend
That's
was very
awesome.
patient.
What's his favorite comic? Do you remember? Or hero
He's a
or-
big Spider-Man guy.
Nice.
If I remember
Nice.
correctly, we were drinking, but I think it was a lot of yelling about, like, not yelling, but just like excited, like
Excited,
whoa, whoa,
yeah.
whoa.
Yeah.
It was really cool. So
That's
thanks,
awesome.
thank you. Lovely to meet you guys, and I'm back here to say hi and thanks. That's it. That's my
good.
shout out. That's my one. All you other guys that want to shout out, do a better job. Be like Martin.
I can't get iTunes open because the internet's finicky again, but I wrote down some throughout the week that were
Yeah.
especially. So these are just the people that I wrote down because it's awesome. Michael Farmer is opening a comic store and credits us with his inspiration.
Oh, I saw that. That's awesome.
So that's
What is
opening
it?
this week.
What's it called?
I know his name is Mr. Frocks. I couldn't see the name of the store, but
Yeah.
congrats, man.
Yeah, dude.
That's really cool.
What state is that? Do you remember? Did he say?
I have a note in my iPhone that says
Cool.
Michael
It's
Farmer
cool.
Comic Store.
Cool.
End of knowledge. Michael Farmer, congrats, dude.
Yeah, tweet
yeah,
us where that
yeah,
comic
yeah.
book shop is, so we can
Yeah, please,
pimp
we'll-
that out for you.
We'll spam the
Yeah.
people with the knowledge. Max Russell, Joe RGN, I've talked to a lot of late, and I don't know how to say his name.
I've always said Jorg.
Jorgen? Okay, yeah.
That's what I always say.
Very vocal, and I
Jorgen.
wanted to give him vocal credit for the Twitter.
At I hate YH. Yeah.
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 Silas Pass, always giving good info. Matt Lockwood, he has the same. Matt Lockwood 30th birthday was when we're airing, so happy 30th, man.
Happy 30th.
Happy birthday.
Red Reb 6. Ian Charlie O is a viewer from Ireland, and he and I bonded over Irish stereotypes. And I said Boston Irish stereotypes are almost as bad as Irish stereotypes, I'm sure. So, hello, sir. Luke W10 has the same birthday as me. He turned 15, I believe. He turned an age. You turned an age on the same day I did. So, happy
You're
birthday.
15?
City
Wow.
Miles.
City Miles. Oh, man. City Miles.
Christian Hines sent us a really cool Civil War poster. And my most important shout out of the week, Langley M. Neely is a guy that's on our live chat all the time. I think he's on right now. He's on our Twitter. He's a really cool dude, and he left us an iTunes review, and it was impossibly heartfelt. He's had a really rough year. He's going through health stuff, and he's had family stuff, and I don't want to get too personal about his stuff, but from me to him, dude, that was really cool to read, and I'm really glad that we could do anything to make your day better, your week better, anything better. Thank you for that. And
Dude, from all of us, man. That's
Yeah, yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
super awesome.
I hope we keep it up, dude.
Yeah.
That was really cool. So, to you, sir.
To you. To Langley.
To Langley.
To Langley.
Yes.
Raise your glasses to Langley.
Slightly podcast choked up.
Aw,
Langley.
Langley.
Cheers.
All right. For those of you listening on iTunes, we all just took sips of our water.
You guys are drinking water.
oh. I thought I smelled whiskey.
It's a good vintage.
Brought some back from
1914.
Scotland.
Well, while you guys are choosing, we have a guy on our Twitter that I before our internet went down, I was able to get this. Itamar Avidan from Israel just asked us to give him a shout out and asked us to do an awesome job. So we're hoping to do that, Itamar, if I'm saying that correctly. Yeah, you can't look. Can't
Can't
look.
look.
All right, so we're drawing cards right now.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What's
I mean,
awesome?
Rob Nips, sorry, before we did, Rob Nips said, if you can see this, know that my high school now is a comic book club because of you guys, and a lot of people now have new friends because of it.
Yes!
That's really cool.
That's really cool.
Because high schools are just straight cutting liberal arts stuff, so the fact that we can create some sort of club, and that's amazing.
That's awesome.
The opposite of losing a theater department. We
Yeah.
did something. That's awesome.
That's
really
huge.
cool.
Well,
Thanks for that.
If you guys want specific reading suggestions for your club or anything like that, tweet at us and we'll do our best to.
Or if you have
Guide
suggestions for us.
Yeah,
tell us
please
what we
do.
should be
Yeah.
reading. Don't
Yeah,
ever
let us know.
hesitate to be like, you guys should check this out. Because like we said, early on, we don't know everything.
We don't know everything. We're not experts. We're.
And I love to have an
that.
excuse to be like, oh, I got to buy that book.
I'm sorry, sweetheart.
good
I've gotta
props
go
to
buy
that.
it.
Yeah. All right, should we do a battle?
Yeah, let's do a battle. So they've drawn cards out of our box, and
For anybody that doesn't know, when's the last time you did this?
Oh, it's been
Been a long time.
couple months. Yeah,
Big
but also
box
like
of
our
random
iTunes
cards.
listeners don't have the videos, so
Right.
like we have a big box of random Series 2 and Series 3 Marvel cards from 92 and 93. There's also some DC cards mixed in there, and Matt Cook and Gregory Binder have now chosen cards, and they're going to battle. So
I'm in trouble.
who do you have?
I have Puma.
Puma.
He's also a clothing line.
Real name Thomas Fireheart.
Is it though?
I remember him.
Group affiliation
Puma.
Outlaws. Height 6'2", weight 240. First appearance Amazing Spider-Man number 256, September 1984.
Wow, Puma. Okay.
Puma.
What's his power? Does he have power ratings? His strength is 5? Oh my gosh.
His agility is 6. He's pretty. I mean, did you know Puma was originally given his powers in order to battle the cosmic being known as the Beyonder?
Oh, he's strong.
Wow,
He's a cosmic level.
Oh, dude, you're toast. Who do you have?
Mask.
Oh, dude, you're so tough. All he can do.
I'm looking at the back on his power ratings.
All he can do is disfigure you.
His real name is unrevealed. He's 5'6", he weighs 140 pounds. His group affiliation is the Morlocks.
He's a
First
buck
appearance,
40?
Uncanny X-Men 169, May 1983. The misshapen mutant whose souls are twisted as his face.
Yeah.
He can reshape human flesh with a touch and uses
all he
that
can
power
do.
to change the futures of others, usually with horrifying results.
Yeah. So he can turn you into like an ugly person. That's his
but,
power.
but you see that in the morning and you're mentally scarred.
Puma already looks like this.
Yeah, he's already a Puma.
So
Yeah, he already has
think
Puma-like
Puma
features.
takes it.
Yeah, I don't think you're screwed at all. I
Puma
think
runs up
kills
on
it.
your 140-pound frame, knocks you in the back of the head.
Punts you to Jersey.
The mask fact is
Watch your mouth.
Mask is immune to his own power. There's nothing he could do to fix his own scarred face.
That's horrible.
Oh, how awful
That's
for him.
just sad.
How awful for him.
Well,
you guys,
I think
let's choose
Puma,
a
I never thought Puma would win.
In a sweeping
And then he
victory.
met Mask.
All right, who
All right,
else
so
is
Matt
on my
Cook is
team?
choosing someone, and now Greg's going to choose someone. That's a good one. That's
Yeah,
a
I'll
good
take
one.
it.
Ooh.
Oh, we got a good
Who
one?
do you have?
Who do you have,
Invisible
Greg?
Woman.
Oh,
Invisible
Invisible
Woman?
Woman. Okay.
I've got Siren.
Oh, that is
Ooh.
that is a good fight.
That's good, yeah, because their
fight.
powers wouldn't really affect the other. I mean,
Yeah.
she could envelop her.
Yeah,
But could she get out?
I don't
No.
think she could. I think Invisible
I mean,
Woman
I think
wins this.
Invisible Woman outclasses her, but
If it's
If she's
Siren
on
would
the
have
offensive,
to.
if
All right.
she's-
So first of all, what are their powers? Siren's power is what?
Siren's got Sonic Scream, right?
Yes,
Possesses the
I mean-
same steel-shattering Sonic Scream as her father, the X-Men known as Banshee.
Yeah.
She can also generate sonic waves and use them to glide through the air with the grace of an eagle.
Yeah.
As one of the newest members of the anti-terrorist group X-Force, the Irish lass can hold her own against any threat. Oh, so against any threat. So there I win.
I can't beat that.
What Sue got to
I mean,
offer.
Invisible Woman is she.
Although she's often underestimated by her adversaries, her power of invisibility as well as her ability to create an unbreakable invisible force field make her, in fact, the most powerful member of that superhero team known as the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
So, unbreakable.
Dude, Siren wins if she sneaks up on Invisible Woman and gets a Sonic Scream in, like, from behind, or like is able to and it doesn't even have to be from behind. Like they're like, "Hey, what's up? I'm Teresa," and she's like, "Oh, hey, what's up? I'm Susan." Ah! And she like screams at her. If she can like surprise
She's got to
her,
get the first hit.
Yeah.
she's got to get the first hit.
Which I'm going to doubt is going to happen, so...
It could
Invisible
happen.
Woman.
It could happen. 'cause
I'd say
Now,
Invisible
she's
Woman.
fiery.
I'd
She's
defer.
fiery.
All right, so this
Alright.
is the tiebreaker.
Okay, tiebreaker. Okay,
That's 2
Cook
out
is
of 3.
choosing. Cook is pulling.
Oh, dude,
He's
whoever this
knocking
guy
over
is already
figures.
took down Doctor Strange and Magneto, so you're in
Wow.
deep trouble.
Deep trouble. Oh man, you're digging deep.
I'm just trying to bend all of them.
It's okay. They're all doubles.
Oh, come on!
Choose again. Pull again.
No way.
It's not
That's
going to
way
be close.
too funny.
It's not going to be close.
Matt Cook.
Why
who
don't you
did
go first? You go
Matt
first.
Cook, who did you pull?
I pulled Banshee.
Siren's father. The same powers.
Come on, Sean.
If it makes you feel any better, I got this guy called the Hulk.
Yeah, I think Hulk wins.
I hear he's the strongest there is.
Hulk wins.
Yeah, strong.
Yeah.
I think.
But
Hulk
only
is
if
the
you make him
strongest.
angry, which I hear that we don't want to do.
I was gonna say Banshee's the loudest there is, but there's Black Bolt, so he's not even. Banshee's just like I like Banshee fine, but I used to have the toy that had the whistle in it.
Yeah.
It seemed really unsanitary.
I mean, one of the
Kids
best
spitting
moments
all over it, putting it on the ground.
One of the best moments of the X-Men cartoon was the poor voice actor who had to do Banshee, just like screamed
Ridiculous Irish accent and screaming all the time.
Oh, it's so bad.
You know what I hated worse was the guy that was with Sinister, and he would always scream. One of those bad guys, the Marauders. That was like it was awful.
Real piercing.
Yeah, it was just obnoxious.
So I got iTunes to pull up, so I want to give these real quick shout outs.
Do it.
So I think I got Dr. Dandu last time, but just in case, I'm going to give him again. Langley, here you are again. Stay awesome. Luke W10, he turned 21 on my birthday.
Nice.
Not 15 at all. Way more exciting birthday.
Yeah, that's a big one. Good
Congrats,
job.
man. Hope you remember it. Coy Jandreau 089 and Demario Davis. Thank you for the reviews. And
yeah, it's my evil twin.
His evil twin.
Yeah,
I have
Coy Jan.
I've got a few, man.
Yeah, I know you do.
So yeah, I wanted to give those shout outs. Oh, also, my girlfriend left for season 2 of Powers today. So
Nice.
She is a big part of season 2. She is Chaotic Chick. She was on season 1 in a smaller capacity. So if you guys have a PlayStation, make sure to check out
Are you
Powers.
allowed to say all of this?
I'm saying only the vaguest of things.
Wow. Okay.
But yeah, the season 2 is going to be exciting, and check it out.
All right, so we're going to end the show on this question on from Twitter on Vince Warnock at VDub01, and he asks, your speculation of where the last 2 Infinity Stones will turn up in Marvel Phase 3, like i.e. which movies. So what do you guys think?
Say it again.
Your speculation of where the last 2 Infinity Stones will turn up in Marvel Phase 3.
Whoa.
I think Captain America will have one.
You think Civil War will have one?
Yeah, I think Civil War will have one.
Yeah.
So much movie.
I think it's way too much movie. I think Doctor Strange will have the Soul Gem.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's got to be Strange for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I think
Strange
he gets
is like a guarantee.
well, and the Soul Gem is like that's like an interdimensional like that gem is the only one that has a world within itself. Like
where does Captain Marvel fall? After Infinity?
No, before she fall. I think
she
she's
needs
20,
to get some crazy power from somewhere.
I think she's 2018 with Black Panther. So.
What 2 gems are left? The Soul and...
Soul, mystery. So there's mind, space, time, reality, power, and soul. We've got the mind, we've got space, time. I don't think we have time, so it's time and soul.
Thor.
Time. Yeah, that's what somebody just said.
Thor Ragnarok.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, if it's time.
Right.
Why time? Why specifically time for you?
I mean, if they're
the end of all things,
if they're ending time and things, I feel like Time Gem would be pretty convenient.
Yeah.
If he goes to hell and like things end, then it makes sense to have some sort of ability to go back from Ragnarok.
True enough. Yeah.
I mean, even though he magically gets to the planet all the time without the Rainbow Road.
And he's also, of all the Avengers, got the most head start as to what those stones are.
Yeah,
so it makes sense to put
He'd
it
be
in
involved
Thor's
in finding
world.
one.
Yeah.
Unless they cut that scene.
Right.
Let's cut
Poor
this.
Thor.
Oh, poor Thor.
Chris Hemsworth's so good at being Thor.
He really is. He is Thor. Like he kills it.
I went to like an early press screening of Thor, and he had a cold, and he like came out and did a Q&A, and Chris Hemsworth with a cold was more godlike than most people have ever met. Like he was like sick and feverish and not like doing okay, but he was still like, yes, God of Thunder. Like he just has a nest about him that's incredible.
That's awesome.
So I really wish he got more love in the Avengers.
Yeah. No, he kind of got screwed out of it.
Somebody's saying, Carlos says Soul Gem is the Eye of Agamotto.
Ooh.
He hates it. I was so excited.
that
I was so excited to read that.
Well, that
man.
Vision thing bothered me. So I mean,
The
that
Vision
would be
thing
way
bothered
worse for
me.
me.
Yeah. It's just, I mean,
Spider-Man's web shooters are Infinity Gems. Why not?
I could see them doing that, but then that also, when
web
Infinity
gem.
Gauntlet comes around, like that ends up robbing Doctor Strange of one of his most important artifacts.
Right, and that would not work.
So, I mean, he doesn't need that to be Doctor Strange, but it is kind of like
Yeah, and I like it being its own thing.
Yeah.
But I liked Vision being his own thing too, and that didn't matter.
Yeah.
So
I'm still nervous about what they're going to do with Vision when Thanos comes around.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm curious because of like how little they needed to explain him, because he was like a third act, like bit of a deus ex machina, if we, to be fair. He just kind of like, hey, we have this thing that does the thing, and yes. So I'm really curious how he plays into the team in the future without being the thing they need for the thing.
Yeah.
Because he was like,
Right.
he was literally like their go-to button, and now that
Yeah.
he's like he's a character. he didn't have much like self-awareness or sentience that we got to see. He had some funny jokes, he had some moments, but an actual team member, it's gonna be really interesting to see Paul Bettany as the Vision. Just
and did you hear the quote that he said a couple weeks ago? I think at Asia Pop, where he said the way he characterizes Vision is that he's naive and yet like omnipotent.
That's cool.
Like, which is cool, but like, oh my God, how do you
play that?
How do you play that, and how do you have him on a team? Like, it's a team versus Vision. Like, he's really pretty.
Yeah, they already have a
OP,
god, and then he's above that in a way.
Yeah, I mean, like he's worthy of Mjolnir.
Yeah.
So like,
and he's on the new Avengers.
Yeah. So I don't know.
That'll be the big,
don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's Thor level power, certainly.
He has a relationship with Scarlet Witch too, right? In the comics.
In the
I
comics,
don't know if we're going to get into that at all.
Well,
they had that amazing moment in Avengers Age of Ultron where he saves her.
Yeah.
That was
where he saves her and like flies
little...
out. Yeah. That was really cool. And they almost had a moment where she's like, "Hi." Like,
Stop it.
Sorry. I was gonna try and
He's
touch
on
Matt
television.
Cook's...
You can't touch his face.
Oh, that's right. I forget your face is insured.
Dude, $1 million face.
It's for your own
See the
protection.
billboards? You just saved him $1 million.
Yes.
So,
I love the
anyway.
idea of Cook coming back and being a diva. Like, there's like a writer out in the lobby, like, guys, there were brown M&Ms in the lobby on the way here, and I specifically said I was allergic to the smell of brown M&Ms.
As soon as it's over, someone comes, takes my headphones off me, picks me up, takes me to the car.
We carry you out like Zack Snyder Superman.
Oh, you bad man!
I was gonna say they put you in like a little baby Bjorn, but it's like a Matt
Take
Cook
it.
Bjorn. Like,
I'll take it.
I went Jesus. I like Baby
Yeah.
Bjorn too.
That's the real reason why they got me. I'm just here to assist them.
Yeah.
so anyway, I feel like that's our show.
And Matt having like a fluffer, like you're just that's why I'm here.
Cook's got a flubber, sure. So Gregory, we can find you on Twitter playing games.
Yeah, well, not always at the same time. We can find me at Twitter at GRBINDER. GRBinder. Do it.
All right, Cook, and you're
At Matt Cook tweeted.
Yeah. What do you got going on these days? Anything you want to shout to the people?
Yeah, I got another. I've mentioned it before. My podcast, Crit Juice, D&D. A bunch of drunk improvisers playing D&D. It's really fun. I've got a show going up at Groundlings this month. We're doing a Halloween show called "You Paid to Die Tonight." And it's
Nice.
like 50% funny sketches, 50% scary things, and
That's awesome.
It's a really fun Halloween event. We did it last year. We're doing it again. We're doing 5 shows, and check out Clipped on TBS.com.
Yeah, that's right.
Keep
You've
that
got a
going.
show.
Yeah. Check out Clipped. If you didn't see it, or if you want to see it again, you can still do that on TBS.com. Clipped.
Nice.
I think I'll leave on that.
You're a busy man. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, busy
That's
guy.
Good. It's good. Well, thanks for making time to
Hey,
come.
thanks
I
for
appreciate
having
it.
me here, and
Sweet
thanks
boy.
for being born.
Hey, you're welcome.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's very sweet. Coy, do you have anything you need to throw out there?
Yeah, I'm doing a Rocky Horror Picture Show, the LA production. We're putting it up on the 26th and 27th, or the 27th, 28th. I now realize I might have just lied. I know the 27th's in there. A day before or after that, we're doing it too. We're going to be at the 3 clubs in LA. It's a free show.
Whoa.
So you guys, last year we sold out the free, like it was free last year too. We sold out and then we had a 3-hour line. So people literally came for the last 5 minutes. So
Wow.
I'm so proud of it. If you guys want to come check it out. And I can send this stuff on Twitter, so tweet at me if you want to check that out. If you're in LA or if you want to fly in, that'd be crazy. And then
and worth it.
And worth it. It's awesome. We have a full band and it's a full rock opera. We have a 12-piece band and do the whole show. It's not like a picture show. It's like we do the whole thing live.
Where at?
The 3 clubs we're doing this year.
Great.
And who are you playing in it?
I am the narrator who we made a Deadpool fourth wall breaking. He literally does the shout outs with the audience, and last year I started like a mosh pit. Like we
That's
literally
awesome.
bring audience participation up to the stage by way of me. And like so he narrates while being part of the show and part of the audience, which is a lot of
Love
fun
it.
for me.
That's awesome.
Because it's like actual madness.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you guys want to come check that out, and then that's all for now.
Yeah.
That's good.
Good. I've got nothing. It's my birthday, so
Happy birthday,
Happy
bud.
birthday.
That's something.
that is something. But I didn't have to do anything except survive.
Which
So-
I mean that's the hardest job of all.
Los
It
Angeles.
really is.
It is pretty tough. Anyway, that's our show. Thanks for joining us. Please don't forget to subscribe to our show on iTunes. It's Marvel Movie News. Rate us and leave us a comment so that we can continue to come back to you. Share us with your friends. Put the word out there. See if we can get some more fans. And because we like talking about comics. And by the way, everyone who tweets at me that my Doctor Strange comic book suggestions made them like the comic book even more, the character, thank you. That really means a lot to me. Like every single time I see that, I'm like, yeah.
Just accounts you've made.
I'm making
and tweeted
I'm making a difference.
I love Doctor Strange. No, I love Doctor Strange. Oh, did you read that?
Of course I did. Picking out Puma and being like, at Thomas Fireheart says, thanks, Matt Key.
You can find us on YouTube through the Popcorn Talk Network. Comment there, thumbs us up. Find us on Facebook /Marvel News Show or on Twitter at Marvel News PTN. That's our show. I'm Matt Key.
I'm Coy Jandreau.
I'm Matt Cook.
I'm Gregory Binder.
Thank you very much.
Woo!
Yeah.
From producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, Christian Harloff, and the entire Popcorn Talk Network, we would like to thank you for tuning in. For questions or comments, be sure to visit popcorntalk.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of the Popcorn Talk Network. The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of its owners or principals.